And that's us back. Back at it again for Tales of Vesperia. I know it's been a while. I apologize for that. But we're back now, so I guess that's what matters. Apples! Give me them. If we come up here and get a few more items, that's always what I want in life. Apple gel, gonna need that. Ladders.
Hey, hold on.
Hello? I beg your pardon, but what are you looking at?
Humanity at work. Their tenacious attachment to this life.
Huh?
Why? Why must humans live the lives they do?
Look at Mr. Depresso Expresso over here having an existential crisis.
They fight for a share of monopolized technology and hurt even those closest to them.
Are you talking about Blastia? I can't speak for anyone else, but it doesn't seem to me like there's any reason why we get dumped into the world. But once you're here, you just do what you can to give this life everything you've got.
Perhaps there is truth in what you say.
Hey!
Hey, I take offense to that, even though you just complimented me
He's
technically.
gone. What was that all about?
Magic.
Got me. They say the heat can make people go a little crazy.
Is it hot?
So that's gonna be a reoccurring character in the game. He can't just pop stuff from time to time. He's not really anyone too special. Oh. I thought there was another item over here. Oh no. No, I thought there was going to be another item over here, but now there's not. There's no item. Now I gotta climb the ladder again, going the stairs. Anyways, suppose we could probably continue for our main goal in life. That's to get past this gate, except we can't, cause you know, lol. He's so angsty. Tiny kid. Why ask me? Do I look like I belong here? God dang, kid.
You there. How about coming to work for me? You'll be paid, of course.
Random bouquet.
Watch your manners around the president. Well, what do you say?
President? What?
So it's not bad manners to try and buy someone without even introducing yourself?
Watch your mouth.
You're just as charming as I expected. I'm Kaufman of the Merchants Guild Fortune's Market. We handle everything from trade to distribution.
Guilds, huh?
You see, I'm in quite a tight spot, and it's all thanks to these tremors.
I'd rather not know, but was that the work of a monster?
Yes, the Lord of the Plains.
Lord of the Plains?
He's the leader of that pack of monsters.
The leader? Man, there's some amazing things out there.
Do you know if there's another way we can cross the plains? We're in a hurry.
I'm afraid you'll just have to wait for the Lord of the Plains to leave.
Huh. I guess there's no point getting worked up over it.
But I can't afford to just sit and wait. I'm gonna get a second opinion.
You're with a guild that does product distribution, but you don't know any other routes?
I could hire you and just charge through once the leader moves on, but you don't seem interested.
If it's bodyguards you want, why not hire the knights?
Are you forgetting that we guild members have thrown away our rights as Imperial citizens? Once you leave the Empire behind, you can't expect them to help you a whole lot. So naturally, the Imperial Knights would never deign to escort the likes of us.
Wow, you really stick to your principles.
Without that level of determination, one could never hope to run a guild.
Well, maybe you could use your determination to do something about that Lord of the Plains.
Go to the Koi Woods that lie to the west of here. If you pass through the forest, you'll come out on the far side of the plains.
But the fact that you guys aren't going that way must mean we have some surprise to look forward to.
I like a boy with quick wits, but I like one that doesn't waste a potential investment even better.
Thanks. I owe you one. Maybe I'll talk to you about that job if we meet again.
I knew it. Sarcasm gets you information every single time. Don't yawn at me.
I'm not waiting around for the monsters to leave or anything. I'm just resting a little.
Oh, I see. Well then, I guess I'll just have to take the other way around by myself.
What? How did you... Hey, wait for me!
Oh, skip.
That woman who gave us directions, she said she was in a guild, right?
That was Miss Kaufman of Fortune's Market.
Man, giving up their rights as Imperial citizens and just living free.
Yuri, are you interested in the guilds?
Interested? Nah, I just never had much contact with them. Back in the capital, there weren't any gritty guild types who'd refuse the Knights' protection.
We may meet lots of people in guilds before we're done with our trip.
I hope they're a little less aggressive than that woman was.
So yeah, there's the whole system of guilds and the Imperials, that sort of hierarchy. Well, I guess if it's an empire, technically it's a monarchy, but, you know, both ways would work, technically. Anyways, now that we have a clear set goal of where we're going, we shall venture on to the Koi Woods, which are over here. You can tell because there's a compass that says we're going west. Oh, mushroom. Are they new or nah, I already got them. Whoa, he learned a thing. He learned a thing and he can do things now. The stealth also attacking.
Just getting warmed up.
Well, too bad the battle's over. Tried to say fight and battle at the same time. It did not work out for me whatsoever. Actually, Buckle's leveling up. Oh, he was almost level 9 actually. Not bad. Oh, backstep, my favorite skill in the entire game. It's not. If anything, it's probably a skill I'm not going to use whatsoever. Oh.
You look very good swinging a sword, Yuri.
You're not bad yourself, Estelle.
Really? My swordmaster used to scold me terribly.
Well, I have to admit I'd be surprised if you look too natural.
I really don't like fighting. I don't like hurting people.
How ladylike of you.
But if I don't fight, I'll end up hurt myself, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
I wish I could enjoy fighting like you do, Yuri.
You think I enjoy this?
Don't you? I mean, the way your eyes shine, that only happens when you're fighting.
Oh, really? Wow, you're pretty observant.
Yes, I like watching people.
That's not creepy at all. We're just gonna ignore that, aren't we?
Let's get this over with.
We're just going to ignore that, aren't we? Ouch. Peace. Peace. Oh.
The cry of victory! Repeat?
I feel power running all through my body.
Oh, repeat. You such a jerk. Actually, I might as well just show off backstep if I have it right now. I can just use it whenever I want.
Let's work together.
Here's backstep. Hee hee. Look how useful it is. Yay. Backstep. Ah, I'm not paying attention. I got a new art. Buttons. Fang strike down. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Holy power, come to me!
It'll be 100 years before you can beat me.
So yeah, backstep. You can improve it. You need another skill. I don't have that skill yet, so I'm probably not gonna use it. I prefer skills that let me guard like half the damage I take.
A forest in a place like this can only mean the Koi Woods?
Bingo. You're just full of information, aren't you?
A walking encyclopedia.
I read in a book once that a curse will fall upon anyone who enters the woods.
Ah, so that must be the surprise. Not going in? That's fine by me, but what about Flynn?
I know.
Oh, dang it. It's like sometimes when characters will talk, it sends to the done, and so just skip it and they have more to say and it's up, skip, rip.
Will this forest really get us to the other side of the hold?
If it doesn't, we'll just come back.
But what if I get turned into a frog or a snake by the forest's curse?
If that happens, I'll take care of you.
You'll take care of me?
Of course I would. Don't worry. I had pet frogs and snakes when I was a kid.
If you got turned into a frog or a snake, Yuri, I wouldn't have any idea what to feed you.
Wow. Just when you thought she was a walking encyclopedia, she knows nothing about animals.
Guess we can do this.
New enemy. Axbeak, Padur. Mandragora? Mandragora. Axbeaks suck. Hate these guys. They have to knock. If you don't guard most of their attacks, they can actually do the really. They can knock you down, and obviously I don't have recover, and so getting knocked down isn't the most ideal thing I want to do, but it could happen. Haha, idiot.
Man, I was just getting warmed up.
It's a horse outside, what the heck? It must be a police horse. I saw like a police van with like some sort of like, it was like a huge police van with like some grating on the front. I'm like, is there a terrorist in my area? Like, what's going on here? Now there's a police horse? Like, what's going on in my street? Am I gonna die? Well, if I die, this will be the last video I make. Better make it count.
We're done.
Well, there you go. Best battle in the game. All was worth it. Nice.
Monsters are easier to beat than I thought.
Isn't that better than being harder than you thought?
But I feel sorry for them.
You're way too nice. I don't particularly enjoy being someone else's dinner.
You're right. This is different from inside the castle. The strong eat the weak.
Well, we're not going to be eating any of these monsters.
I won't hesitate to defeat any monsters, but I will never forget what I fought or where I fought it.
Well, suit yourself, I guess.
Then, when I return to the capital, I will make graves in memory of all the monsters I've killed.
I guess you could do that. I don't understand this girl at all.
Well, have fun with that still, because we're going to be racking up a lot of deaths. Of monsters, that is, not us. I'm good at games, lol. Oh, I forgot I don't have the thingy yet.
Don't get sloppy!
What's the thingy, you may ask? You will never know until later in the game, when I get the thingy that I was trying to use, that I don't have yet. That's not available to me yet. Then you shall know of the thingy. Ah, yeah. You're never doing a lunging attack. They have a lunging attack that knocks you down. Obviously, none of us have the recover skill, so can't just get up straight away. Gotta wait for them to slowly get up while everyone else is just being weighted. I mean, if he's not paying attention, then why should I? There we go. So yeah, I guess you could call this place a dungeon, technically. I mean, well, there you go, there's the lunge attack, it missed me there. I mean, technically this isn't a dungeon because it doesn't look like one for sure, but according to the game this would count as a dungeon since it's like a sub-area that isn't the overworld, so this does count as a dungeon. And it's not a town, that's for sure. So,
We finished them off!
I finished them off.
it's just dungeon! Yay, our first one! So, even though this is a dungeon, not all of them are particularly long. Some are longer than others. Well, obviously some are longer than others, and have more
Did you hear something?
items and things you can collect. But for the
My
most
feet
part,
feel cold all of a sudden. Oh no, is this the curse?
for the most part, they'll be decent. They'll be decent length. Not too long, not too short. You know, just a good length.
What sort of curse is it supposed to be anyway?
The voices of corpses buried beneath the trees creep up and lure us to our doom.
Oh, brother.
What's that?
It's a god statue. Ooh.
A Blastia? What's it doing in a place like this?
Never mind then.
Let's take a break.
I'm all right. Huh? What's this?
It's a Blastia. We just established that. Don't touch it. Ah, you touched it.
Estelle!
I thought you said you were alright. What the heck, man?
Damn, that's bitter.
Didn't even swallow it.
You alright?
Feels like you've been sitting on me for the past 2 hours.
Oh, my head feels a little... I'll be fine. What happened to me?
You touched the
You
thing.
just fell over all of a sudden. Don't you remember?
Perhaps it was the air that made me dizzy.
Air. That's sort of like the fuel that powers the Blastia, right? I heard that even though we can't see it, it's scattered through the atmosphere.
Yes, that's air.
So yeah, they weren't really creative with this. It's literally just air, except with an I, it's an E. And pretty much works the same. Every life form needs it, or they'll die.
I read once that dense air can have negative effects on people.
But this kind of air can be dangerous if in high densities and masses.
Maybe that's what started the rumor of the curse. Hey, you only just woke up. You should rest a bit more.
But I can't. If we don't catch up with Flynn soon...
And what if you collapse again, and this time you're out for the whole night?
You're right. I'm sorry. Ugh!
Huh. I suppose we'll never get full trying to eat these.
It's delicious.
Hold on a sec. I can make something simple.
You can cook, Yuri?
I'm not exactly a royal chef. I just have a few recipes I learned growing up.
Aren't you
Yeah,
worried at all
I
that
can
Flynn is
cook.
in danger?
Huh? Does it look that way?
Well, yes.
Honestly, I'm not worried about him. He's always managed to take care of himself. Actually, it's the guys who are after him I feel sorry for.
What do you mean?
Ever since we were kids, I've never been able to beat Flynn at anything. Swords, racing, whatever. After he'd won, he'd always have the nerve to say, "You all right, Yuri?"
That must be nice. I've never had anyone like that in my life.
You can count yourself lucky. Well, dinner's ready.
Thank you for the meal.
Wasn't anything special.
I thought it was very tasty. I can't imagine being able to cook anything myself.
Now, they say that, oh, they cooked it, but just wait and see what they cooked.
It's just like using a sword or magic. You've got to learn it by doing it. You just need to practice with a few recipes. You'll be cooking before you know it.
Practice with recipes?
Here, I'll show you how it's done. Watch. Cooking clears your mind.
Bam.
And it's great for
Sandwich.
regaining lost energy.
Yeah, that's right. they had to cook a sandwich. Yeah.
Cooking has a lot of other effects as well. This is pretty much everything I know how to cook right now.
A sandwich, that's all you know how to cook.
So, in order to make a sandwich, you'll need bread and an egg.
Singular egg.
Which we just happen to have right here.
Even though if you look at a little image in the bottom left, you can see that there's clearly some red and green stuff, which isn't the color of an egg, but more like tomato or lettuce or cucumber.
After choosing the ingredients, it's time to cook. And there you are, a delicious meal.
You made a sandwich.
You're so good at that. I'm not sure I'd be able to get that good at cooking.
So yeah, cooking is basically just a little thing you can do after every battle, you know. Either get yourself a stat boost, regain lost SP and HP, that sort of thing. Get other sort of stats effects. But you can master recipes as well. Obviously you have to cook them like a ton, like a bunch. And eventually you can master the recipe for a character, and if you master a certain recipe with a certain character, you can actually get even more recipes, and you can learn recipes from a guy we'll meet later as well.
Well, it comes more naturally to some people than others. Just because you have a recipe doesn't mean it'll always turn out like you think.
Yeah, there's a chance it'll fail, but it'll still count towards your mastering of it.
Really? So you can mess it up?
Well, if you mess up a sandwich, you're just a non-functioning human being.
Well, you usually taste your food while cooking, but some people don't.
Tasting?
You know, like when cooks taste the food they make? Well, you're a sheltered little princess who's lived her life in a castle. It's only normal.
Sheltered little princess? I suppose so.
What is it, Repeat? Well, shall we be going?